Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Diana Elsa in the news suggests that Prince Harry's spare was a financial failure. Elsa sources Paula Frolick, a former longtime Page Six deputy editor. Elsa writes, taking into account the hardcover price of the book, the number of hardcovers sold, and how much the Duke was reportedly paid up front by his publisher, Frolick calculated that King Charles' youngest son would have had to have sold more than twice the amount of books than he did to earn back his advance. Paul Bogards, the former marketing head of mega publisher Knopf, explained, celebrity memoirs are one-shots for the most part, all hardcover sales with no backlist life to speak of. If the publisher doesn't earn out with the hardcover, they don't earn out at all. Some royal watchers think Meghan's bizarre appearance in a coffee ad is part of a rebrand. Branding expert Nick Eden told the Daily Mail, I think we will see a lot more personality-led content created that concentrates on Meghan as a media personality who is kind, compassionate, entertaining, and not afraid to poke fun at herself. Royal expert Phil Dampier added, this is showing her in a better, more relaxed way. It's all about image and nothing happens by accident. But I'm sure the King, William and Catherine would be delighted if they just got on with a new life in California and stopped the feuding. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams agrees. Her fleeting appearance as a lowly intern in a brief promotional video for Clever is great fun. She's showing a sense of humour, sending herself up, and not seeking to save the world. Royal correspondent Cameron Walker picked up on an awkward moment, telling the Express, Meghan Markle is brushing up on her acting skills there. I think it just shows that she is very much no longer a working member of the royal family, very much going down the Hollywood route and indeed the social media route. She's not mentioned, she's always in the background, and then there's a bit of an awkward fist bump, which doesn't quite work, and then a bit of a blooper. So I think it just shows Meghan is very much being Hollywood rather than the royal. Deep Crown, an unnamed source, considers the commercial to be an example of the stark contrast between Diana and Meghan trying to be Diana 2.0. Deep Crown said, imagine Princess Diana in a coffee commercial. It's like picturing a swan in a duck pond, simply out of place. She was the epitome of grace, but now consider Meghan a discordant blend that might not sit well with traditional tastes. The Evening Standard had an observation about the Sussexes' holiday card. In it, they wished everyone a very happy holiday season. It was not just from them, but from the Archwell Foundation and Archwell Productions. Regarding the phrasing holiday season as opposed to a reference to Christmas, the Standard observes, I can tell you right now, wouldn't have been the thing to send the late Queen. Palace Intrigue will be right back. Palace Intrigue will maintain a normal publishing schedule this weekend. On Christmas Day, we will publish later so that we can bring you the King's message. Richard Fitzwilliams doesn't think the King will mention Harry and Meghan. He said, Harry and Meghan are unlikely to be mentioned. Omid Scobie's endgame, which was an attack on the monarchy and caused considerable controversy, certainly won't be. It does seem likely that with the situation in Gaza causing such concern, that it will be mentioned. The coming year is an election year in Britain. The King's message above party politics will symbolise the continuity which the monarchy provides and which is so important. King Charles III has reached out to the personnel of the Royal Artillery who are either deployed during this Christmas period or unable to be with their family and friends. In his capacity as the regiment's Captain General, succeeding his mother, the King acknowledged that this is a particularly difficult time to be separated from the ones you love. He expressed deep respect for their sacrifice to our nation, emphasizing that it warrants immense admiration and gratitude. The King personally penned this letter, which was shared by the Royal Artillery on social media. In his message, he wished those currently on operations a safe deployment, underscoring the sentiment in ink. The King's words conveyed, while many are beginning to gather with their families, I recognize that this is an especially challenging time to be apart from your loved ones. All I can convey is that your service to our nation deserves tremendous respect and appreciation as you fulfill your crucial duties worldwide. The letter concludes with numerous well wishes for a successful deployment and, equally importantly, a safe one, along with a heartfelt Merry Christmas to you all. The King hosted his extended family for a sit-down Christmas lunch with the aim of bringing the wider clan together before their journey eastwards to Sandringham. Approximately 50 members of the royal family gathered for this festive occasion, enjoying a feast that included Sandringham-reared turkey and Christmas crackers. They were seated around round tables within the historic castle. Notably, Lady Louise Windsor chose to attend and join her parents, Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, and Prince Edward for this family gathering. The Wednesday before Christmas has become a customary date for this royal get-together. It's a relatively rare opportunity for the extended royal family to unite as a whole, serving as an intimate moment before the inner circle departs for Norfolk, an exclusive part of these celebrations not open to everyone. Lady Louise made a long journey from St Andrews, where she is studying English literature. Scottish university terms are traditionally longer than English terms, with the St Andrews Martinmas semester ending on Tuesday, December 19th, just a day before the lunch. Since the semester typically concludes with exams, Lady Louise may have gone straight from the pressure of the exam halls to make an appearance at the royal Christmas gathering. Whether spending time with her royal cousins is a good way to unwind after exams, only Lady Louise can tell. This year's lunch likely had a more festive atmosphere, given the positive and celebratory events of the year, including the King and Queen's coronation in May and the King's 75th birthday celebration in November. Among other guests arriving at the lunch, Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, was seen arriving with her husband, Tim Lawrence, who was driving. Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank were also seen leaving after the lunch, presumably quite full from the turkey. Other confirmed attendees included Prince and Princess Michael of Kent, Peter Phillips, Eduardo Mapello Mozzi and his wife, Princess Beatrice. The Waleses were all present at the lunch after a busy period of activity, with William travelling to Kuwait at the last minute and Kate continuing her intensive Shaping Us campaign. Their 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, were also in attendance. One surprising guest was Prince Andrew, a familiar concern within the royal family who was seen departing in a car. His appearance coincides with judges in the US approving the release of hundreds of files related to the Jeffrey Epstein sex offense cases, potentially shedding new light on Prince Andrew's alleged connections to the notorious convicted sex offender. Looking ahead to Christmas, the core of the royal family will celebrate at the traditional location of Sandringham. It is likely that the King and Queen will be joined by the Waleses, though not the Sussexes. Royal enthusiasts can anticipate their customary Christmas morning visit to St Mary Magdalene Church, located on the Sandringham estate itself. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalacintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or your app of choice. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.